welcome to Glenn's Gourmet Galley. Today, we're going to learn how to make Portuguese pork chops for our niece Stephanie. So, what we're going to do is we'll start with the ingredients, and a little of this and a little of that, and I can't help whatever comes out of my mouth, or we'll just leave it at that. So, at first, we're going to need is a bottle of Heinz. You need Heinz. You can't use the store-bought shit. That don't work. Heinz cider vinegar. Then McCormick's pickling spice. For a little heat, like Aunt Meredith loves, you need a little cracked red pepper. Or as we used to say, cracked red pecker. And a little robust kick, some ground black pepper. Need the cracked ground, not that shit and already ground stuff. It don't work. Real garlic. Don't buy that shit in the jar because it's either watered down in fucking water or it's got too much oil and it just ruins the pot. Most people just use a regular yellow onion. I like the sweet Vidalia onion just to give it a little kick. And special ingredient is safflower. This is Portuguese saffron. It's not like your regular top-of-the-mill saffron that you get in the store from some East Overshoe country. This is real Portuguese safflower. And finally, a good package of center-cut bone-in pork chops. Because if you're a good girl, like most of us gay guys, you love a good bone-in to nibble a little later on, because that's where it all is. And finally, during this whole course, I'll show you what to do with afterwards. You need a good bottle of the Truro Vineyards Riesling. Don't ask why, but you just need it. And I'm going to go change up a little bit and freshen my face. And then we're going to start putting all this shit together. Bye. Hi, welcome back to Glenn's Gutter Gallow, because it's just going downhill from here. Anyway, I've pre-done everything because I don't know how to do those fast motion things, and girl, it's a bitch to peel garlic. So anyway, long story short, you're just gonna have to bear with me because I'm gonna have to, oh, I can't flash the camera around. But anyway, we're gonna do it this way. So as you can see, there's pickle and spice. Then we got some red pepper. That's the Portuguese safflower. Cracked black pepper and onion and garlic that'll choke a horse. Anyway, can't have enough garlic or onion when you're cooking Portuguese. And what I was talking about, the Riesling, that's coming in soon. Because, you know, nothing goes quite well with a spicy tuna roll as a little Riesling. I guess that's the little inner Julia Child coming out. So anyway, so once you have this all proportioned, take your cider vinegar. Boy, they put these on. This is the time you need a man around the house. I wish Meredith was here to help me open this bottle because it's not right. Anyway, thankfully, when you're Portuguese, you have a seafood nutcracker. So, with that being said, you just take your bottle of vinegar and you just keep pouring. You know, like Julia would do with a wine. Just keep pouring. There you go. So, then just take your little spoon, kind of mix it around a little bit because that safflower is where you're going to get that little nice orange tinge to the pork chops. And girl, there's nothing more satisfying than nibble on a bone of a piece of meat. So, I usually just, of course, the powdery takes a little while to dissipate inside the liquid. No, there's nothing wrong with my hip. I'm trying to stir and keep myself on camera. So long story short, we're gonna have to cut away for a commercial right now because our sponsors pay for this. And I'll show you how to put your meat in the juice. Well, welcome back again. Unfortunately, I can't be on this video, but I might make a surprise appearance. So now, we're gonna take our chops and our little marinade. I'm gonna select you the nice plump ones. It's got a nice bone in it. And just simply put it in the mixture. Make sure it gets covered. And then, let's see, get you a nice big fat one. I don't know how many people you'll think you'll feed with this, but I'll try and fit as many in here as possible. So, and hopefully you'll enjoy them. I think this nice other big fat one. And maybe we could fit 4 in here. Maybe there's a nice little... And my hands are clean. Don't worry, Aunt Stephanie. They're clean. I washed them. This other nice little... This one here has a little bone in it, but it should fit nicely if I don't lose this whole freaking package in the sink. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. It's just like a jigsaw puzzle. Look. All that right under there. Just get it in there. Scrape the sides a little bit. Blah, blah, blah. Just give it a little swirl. And then dab. And that is how you start the Portuguese pork chops in Vinho de Alhos. I'm going to take another little break here because I got to wash my hands because they're stinging. And also, I need to refill on my Riesling. And I'll tell you the accoutrements that should be served with this type of dish. Adios. Oh, excuse me. You weren't supposed to see that. They didn't tell me we're back on the air. Anyway, my preference with side dishes is just my preference. If you think you can match something better, go ahead and try it, but you ain't gonna like it. Trust me. Now, I'm all about homemade and this, that, and the other thing, but you know what? You cannot get any better than herb and butter instant mashed potatoes to go with these pork chops. And at the final few words, I'll explain why. Me personally, I like a good mashed potato to go with this pork chop. Then, for your veggie, I know it's wasted space, and everybody hates seeing it the next day, but I love super sweet corn. Outstanding. And to give it a little sweet kick, when you take that piece of meat and rake it through the mashed potatoes and then dab it in the corn and throw that back, you need Mott's applesauce. Please, promise me one thing if you ain't going to do anything else right. Do not, I repeat, do not buy anything other than plain applesauce. Don't buy that shit peach flavored, brown sugar flavored, sugar-free. If you're diabetic, take a glyburide or something. I have an insulin pen standing by. But buy real applesauce. Makes all the best difference, I'm telling you. And then finally, I don't have it at hand because it just escaped my mind, but a nice crunchy ciabatta bread. I like the one, they make it Stop and Shop with the extra garlic bits inside. And then I buy that garlic bread spread that they sell there too. Make your own garlic bread. Honey, don't buy that frozen shit. Don't buy that Texas toast. Make your own. I know you can do it. So, that ends our segment today on Portuguese pork chops. Now, I put these in the marinade today, but I know you're coming for the weekend, so a good week or so, 10 days, Just let them soak. Just turn them over, flip them around. Keep that shit flowing. It's like a good diuretic. Just keep it going. They ain't gonna rot. Aunt Meredith used to eat them raw. That's how cooked they were before they even hit the fucking grill. And if you can, grill them. Put them on a grill. You want an open flame on these bad boys. Don't pan fry them. You want a little crust and caramelization on the outside. Ciao. Maybe I'll see you this weekend.
Hey everyone. Steph Page here. I had a recipe brought to my attention, Portuguese pork chops from Glenn's Gourmet Galley. I was fortunate enough to meet Chef Glenn, and he made the marinade and had the pork chop soaking beforehand and handed it over to me to cook myself. I'm just going to follow his instructions from his video guide and go from there. He suggested getting plain Mott's applesauce, so I went out and I bought the extra 20 cents on Mott's. You're welcome, so don't bitch at me on that now. I also got instant mashed potatoes. I find it's funny that we use instant, but we have to make our own garlic bread. I listened though, and he also suggested we have Riesling wine. So I went out, I was in the wine section trying to find a wine I thought Glenn would approve of. And I'm looking and looking, and that's when I heard her voice. She said, "Don't do the wine, get vodka." So we got vodka, and you know, I guess that's when it starts to turn into Glenn's Gutter Gallo. It sounds like more fun anyway, so let's see how it goes. Alright, so I got the grill heated up, got it clean. I'm opening these pork chops for the first time, really, other than flipping them over like you suggested. Other than that, they've been sitting in here. So let's see how they look. Oh yeah. That nice orange color you're talking about. Absolutely got it. Alright. So I'm going to get these out to the grill, and then I'll be right back with you. Hey, welcome back. Julie and I here with you. I was trying to hold out for a nice day, but it's New England, so it's snowing. It's cold. So I figured I might as well get these cooked up now before they're overcooked from the vinegar. Speaking of which, they're pretty well cooked already, so probably just have to scare it with heat. Flip them over, let those the other side be on the grill for a little bit, and bring them in, and we'll see how it looks, and I'll show you guys that. See you in a bit. Hey everyone, I forgot to mention the corn. Glenn mentioned it was very important to have the corn included in this meal. You know, it reminds us of how great of a meal we had the next day, as he explained. So it's always nice to have little memories. So I put this plate together to show how it looks. It's a nice presentation, absolutely beautiful. You know, nice colors. You can see the orange in the pork. It really brings out the white in the potato. I did add a little something though that I don't think Glenn would approve of, but I absolutely highly suggest, and it's this. It's peaches. They're absolutely delicious, especially when you dip them in the applesauce itself. Now, I know he said not to do peaches, but sometimes chefs aren't always right. So absolutely give this dish a try. It's delicious. Find Chef Glenn's Portuguese pork chop recipe online. I'm sure he has a YouTube channel. It was phenomenal. I'm gonna now stick to my vodka. I'm gonna digest this, and I look forward for tomorrow's memories.